Hello YouTube, my apologies for the vertical video, but I'm still carrying this big ass box of recycling, and it's awkward. And there's another can. So into the bag it goes. Into the box. I mean, it's not a bag, that's a box. And oh, that's actually still got water in it. Pick that up. Oh! Somebody bought a new phone and just littered with the box. I'm tired of all the litter bugs. There's a couple more plastic bottles. I don't have any more room in the dang box. So that was an interesting bus ride. From this looks like a good place to cross. It's an interesting bus ride from Oak Street to here. Two ladies getting on the bus. The ladies I saw at the bus stop that were standing up actually struck me as like upper middle class people. they're from Chicago and are used to using transit there. We had a fun conversation about what transit is like here. They seem kind of dumbfounded. But yeah, it's a whole nother world here. Yeah, they were absolutely shocked that the bus had to be paid in exact change, because of course they didn't have that. They were shocked that the bus didn't give them transfers because they expect that. They were, you know, what, do we have to have a pass? We're not from here. Where do we get a pass? And the driver really didn't even know where to tell them. He was telling them to go to Central Station, which is, you know, it's amazing how little the drivers know about what's involved in riding the bus. They merely drive the bus. Something I feel that would really improve the service of the buses is if the like the drivers actually have supervisors or whatever that drive around in like these SUVs. I mean, obviously, they start their shift if the bus is starting for the day at whatever bus yard the bus comes out of. You know, they drive to work at the bus yard. They don't drive to work. None of them take the bus to work. None that I know. So they take the bus they drive to work, and either they get their bus there and drive it to where they're, you know, drive as a not in service bus, wasting miles to get to where the route starts, or they if like they're doing a shift change with another driver, that other driver will drive out, or they'll be chauffeured out in like a SUV or a little van or a vehicle that says, you know, Valley Metro, and then they'll relieve the driver that's already driving the bus, and that driver gets in that vehicle and gets chauffeured to the bus yard, you know, where the car is, and get in the car and go home. And you know, if those drivers actually had to use the buses to get to the buses they drive, I think there'd be some changes. There'd have to be some changes. But so far I'm not seeing any changes. So, oh, that's all I want. Fix Valley Metro. Please fix Valley Metro. It looks like I've had a box avalanche in here. That's fabulous. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up and work on my recycling for a bit. Not planning on staying here too long. As I said in my last video, I've been doing a lot of, as I'm going through these, I'm trying to watch everyone, or at the very least listen to it. And then the last thing I'm doing, and granted, most of these are getting, probably all the views are going to get at this point before I actually get around to doing this, So thank you for just watching them with nothing on a title other than Dan Vlog and a number. That box is not staying in place. Okay, I can go that way. Hey, what the hell? Oh man, I got a mess here. I've had a fucking avalanche. It's gonna take me a while to be productive in here. Anyway, what ends up happening is, train of thought is not good. I'm just looking at this mess and being overwhelmed by that. Anyway, what I end up doing is listening to the whole thing and watching the whole thing and trying to figure out, what in the remaining 100 characters minus Dan Vlog number colon is I should call it. Like what did I talk about most? What was granted some of these have any real focus at all, but what was maybe the most relevant thing that I talked about and kind of kept my train of thought on, or did I do and capture on video or whatnot, just to give it a title, should somebody actually be searching or skimming through the channels trying to figure out, maybe I'll watch some old ones, what are they, or I'm skimming through the channel, I'm wanting to have something more than just a number to associate it with, since I don't associate things with numbers very well. Anyway, anyway, the last one that I was listening to, wasn't watching it as closely. It's from about a week ago. It's that masterpiece where I walk around the wall at Costco and come up behind the fentanyl junkies on Oak Street, and I'm like, "Hey, what you doing?" Which is that little bit of video just makes me smile and giggle every time. Did it stop people from doing fentanyl there? No, but it made me feel better, and that matters. Dang, I don't know where to put these stupid boxes. Anyway, on that one, I went on quite at length about how being carless has caused me not to be able to do laundry in over 4 months, and how that's been like one of the major negative impacts. That you wouldn't, if you drive, you wouldn't, I didn't realize I was so dependent on my car to do laundry. Now, granted, if I had my own washer and dryer, that would be a different situation, but I don't. I have a washer, and I don't, it's just so much crap piled in that kitchen, and that's largely thanks to Priscilla. There's so much crap piled in that kitchen that I just don't really have, I'm just not comfortable using it there. And then, of course, the whole problem remains of, okay, what the hell do I do with my wet laundry coming out of the washing machine? I don't have a dryer. I'm not really down with hanging on the clothesline, especially considering I've had some clothes stolen off my clothesline, specifically a really nice flannel shirt that I was very attached to, and a blanket, a big fuzzy blanket that I really, really liked and had for years. I'm just not fond of the way clothes feel after they've been dried on a clothesline most of the time. I always seem to be a little more comfortable coming out of the dryer, a little softer. So yeah, there's the issue of how am I getting them to the dryer, especially considering that. Now I was doing that with Chicana Wash there for a while. Chicana Wash at 32nd Street and Oak when I had my car, because I could do two loads of laundry, throw it in a box or a laundry basket, and then just simply drive there and use their dryers. That was worthwhile. But without a vehicle to do that, that's not really functional. Anyway, I'm determined to do laundry today. It looks like I'm here focusing on recycling, which kind of I am right now, because I had this big ass box taking up space in the kitchen, and it's overflowing. So I need to bring a couple more boxes over there to handle the overflowing recycling at home. But I found a suitcase. I found a couple of suitcases around this part of town, and I think what's happening is people are going to the airport and stealing them off the baggage carousel, and then stealing the contents of them. And I had the one, and I've mentioned it a few times, it's got a bunch of stuff in it, but it also has somebody's personal documents, and I've been meaning to try to contact that person. I just have it's overwhelmed with my own life that I haven't done it. But the other one that I found, and it did have a name tag on it. I mean, I suppose I could contact the person who owns the suitcase, but and it's a damn nice suitcase. It's a damn big suitcase, but whoever stole it had already taken absolutely everything out of it. It was just merely an empty suitcase that I found on the side of the road, and I just highly doubt it would be worth the effort to try to reunite it with the person that owned it. So at this point, yeah, I found a suitcase at the side of the road, and I think it'll help me. I feel like it holds a full, solid load of worth. It's big enough. I think it's a full load of laundry at Econo Wash. So once I get done here, the plan is to go back home and with some empty boxes so I can box up more recycling. And then I have already got the suitcase completely packed with a load of laundry, which was just a drop in the bucket considering how much dirty clothes I got in my bedroom right now. But I figure it's 3 buses or a long walk, but one way or another, I'll get that to Econo Wash and get some laundry done today. That's the plan. Anyway, thanks for listening to my drivel, and I'll be back with more. Always am.